When I think about the environment that made me sick, it wasn't just the physical location, but the energy and the people. It was a mindset. And I'm not saying that they're bad people because I love them and they love me and they are good people in a way, but I'm very sensitive to energy, right? And I think a lot of us are. I think some of us just aren't willing to admit that, or some of us are just unaware of that and how energy affects us. And so we blame it on other things when in reality it's simply the energy and the environments that we're hanging around in that's affecting us the most. So when I was in that old environment, I was around people who were constantly complaining but not even trying, eating low vibrational foods and things like this. And so a friend of mine asked me a question and it hit me kind of deeply because I am able to see both points of view. But he was like, how can someone truly love you if they don't truly love themselves? Because if they did truly love themselves, wouldn't they be doing the things that it takes to put themselves in a healthier state of being? And so that hit me hard, and I started to think about that, right? And so the people that were around me, they had this we're all gonna die anyway type of mindset. And so there was no willingness to see alternative options. It was a very defeated type of mindset. And while it's valid and I understand why and how they got to this point, given the way that the system can break you down in a way or make you want to give up, because I've actually been there, especially if you've seen that video of me crying in my car. I didn't let it get to me to the point where I've given up now. Like even now to this day, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I still have worries, I still have concerns, I still have doubts, I still have fears, but I'm not allowing that to hold me back or allowing me to give up because I don't know, I guess I'm an optimist, you can say. I'm always seeing the good in people and the potential of humanity or us as beings on this planet. But the people that I hung around with, they thought it was normal to go out drinking, to go out smoking, to eating low vibrational foods or low quality foods and doing just enough working out, just enough work, not going the extra mile to create a lasting change in their life. And so I thought it was normal. And technically it is, but just because something is normal doesn't mean that it's healthy. Here's the thing about environment. When everyone around you is operating from a place of resignation, of low vibration, from this is just how it is type of mindset, you start to absorb that like a sponge, even if you don't realize it. And so you start thinking like them, you start making choices like them, you develop the same habits and the same type of limiting beliefs that they have as well. And your nervous system picks that up. Your body picks up on that, and whatever you truly believe within your heart of hearts is what reality is going to present you with, okay? And so the energy of the people you're around literally shapes the decisions and the outcome of your life, of your experience on this physical plane. And I was trying to heal while surrounded by people who weren't even trying to be well. And so the cognitive dissonance of that was very exhausting. You can't build a new life in the same energy that broke you down, in the same energy that created this version of life that you don't even want to experience, which is why you're even probably watching this video. And so the environment will pull you back every single time until you separate yourself from it permanently. The moment I left physically and energetically is the moment that everything began to shift for me. Things did not change just because I left the US. Things changed because I changed myself physically, internally, externally. I started to do the work before I even left the country that I'm from, which led to me having the ability to be in a new country, meeting these people that I'm meeting now, you see. And so I removed myself from consuming low vibrational foods or being around low vibrational people and placing myself in rooms with people who were working on themselves, right? So people who were investing into their health, people who had a different mindset about themselves and about the possibilities of life and actually experiencing that, and suddenly the things that I was trying to do, the fasting, the meditating, the clean eating, the nervous system work, the investing, all of these things weren't a struggle no more. They became easier. They were things that I just did, that we just did because this was our normal. This is my normal, right? And so I'm not ungrateful for where I come from. And that took a lot of forgiveness and a lot of inner work to be done for me for me to truly feel grateful for where I come from, because although I might not agree with the decisions that they make and the things that are taking place, I'm able to appreciate that it has given me the ability to travel and be where I am now and do the things that I am doing, because passport privilege is a real thing. I'm not saying it's the best passport, but definitely is better than a lot of others, I honestly. But that doesn't mean that you should give up depending on where your passport is or where you've been born. But the point that I'm trying to make is environment plays a massive role in the life that you're creating for yourself, and the energy of the people that you surround yourself with and the mindsets that they have and the habits that they have. This becomes your default reality, whether you realize it or not, until you change, until you say, I don't want this anymore. This is not a version of life that I want to experience while I'm here. So I'm going to do everything within my power to not experience this, to not be here. I said to myself one time that I'm tired of being poor. I'm tired of being broke. I don't want to experience this for 10 plus years of my life on this plane, and I will not. Whatever I have to do, long as it's not infringing upon the rights of other people and a negative and it's not putting negativity out into the collective, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. And so if you're trying to heal in the same environment that kept you sick, or that is keeping you sick, in the people, in the energy, in the mindset, I want you to know something. I want you to know that it is not a character flaw. It is not that you are incapable. It is not that you're weak. It's just physics. You see, you need an environment that matches the version of yourself that you are becoming. And you need people who are doing the work. You need energy that lifts you up, not drag you down. That might mean making some difficult decisions. That might mean placing some distance between some of the people you love. And that's not giving up on people, but choosing yourself, because you cannot transform in the same container that formed you.